This is a Mike Lee News Update.
We're talking with Professor Charles Armstrong at Columbia University, a Korean expert. I know that you have your ears to the ground in these few hours before the summit. What are you picking up?
Well, the different sides are coming to the summit with different expectations. Not only the people who are meeting, the principals, North Korea and the U.S., but also South Korea has, of course, a vested interest on the outcome of the summit. They've been saying recently that they think there's a possibility that there will be a peace declaration that comes out of this. Neither the North Koreans or the Americans are saying that explicitly. But certainly on Trump's side, he wants to show that he's a strong leader. He wants to move the agenda forward from the Singapore summit in June, and he wants some concrete results regarding North Korea's process of denuclearization. On the North Korean side, their number one priority is what they call the reduction or elimination of U.S. hostile policy, of which, and part of which is the relief of sanctions. So there's a security element for the North Koreans, but also very importantly an economic element, because they want to get some relief from U.S. sanctions and get on track of improving their economy.
So they have to come up with something more than just words on denuking.
That's right. The complaint on the U.S. side has been from the critics of the administration, and even within the administration, from Secretary of State Pompeo and others, that the North Koreans just haven't done anything since their promises of denuclearization back in June. And they want to see some results. They want to see a roadmap toward disarmament. They want to see possibly an inventory of all the nuclear sites, and they want to see North Korea take some action to really dismantle their program.
Does Kim, in part at least, have an upper hand in the sense that he knows that President Trump wants to be able to make some sort of impressive announcement? Cynics even say that he's after a Nobel Peace Prize. Does that play into this summit?
I think Trump is in a weaker position now than he was back in June. He's put a lot of political capital into this summit. He's in a more vulnerable position politically back at home because of the loss of the Republican majority in the midterms and all the investigations that he's in the midst of right now. So he really wants to show something. He really wants a win out of this meeting. But Kim also has to show something too to his own people, that he's getting something from the U.S. So both sides have a lot at stake in here, but I'd say that Kim is in somewhat of a better position now than Trump.
Do you think everything will be public above the table, so to speak? I mean, you and I both know that Korea has either been part of or been a victim of secret deals, even including the United States at one point. Are there secret protocols in this kind of summit, potentially?
Well, of course, we don't know if there would be some, since they'd be secret. However, there's a lot that is going on behind the scenes that the general public doesn't know about. There's been preparations going on for quite some time on the ground among officials from both North Korea and the U.S. And of course, Trump has a habit of meeting with foreign leaders with nobody present. He did this with Putin, and he did this also with Kim back in June. And nobody knows what exactly went on in their lengthy conversation with nobody present except interpreters. So we'll only see part of the real discussion later this week.
Well, we know you'll be watching it, and we hope to be watching and hearing from you. Thank you very much, Professor
Great.
Charles Armstrong, Korean expert at Columbia University.
This has been a Mike Lee News Update.